This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
I disagree. Now, let's get back to the game itself. While they hung in there and all of that, Jacoby Brissett, wow. No athleticism, not a quick twitch player, very slow delivery. I almost feel like you could tell me it's the same offense, but it's really not the same offense the way they're calling it for him. Dude, it's a lot of crosses, a lot of slants, a lot of short stuff right in the front.
They run crosses and slants. That is this offense with two crosses, slants. I would say more. We saw more screens.
Yeah.
You know, I literally just wrote. I'm late because I wrote a column indicting the offense. I think it's garbage. And it has nothing to do with Jacoby. It does have something to do with the offensive line, because I understand you got to do a lot more max protection because pressure is not there. You got to limit what you can call because you're not getting the 5 and 7 step drop stuff. Jacoby's buying himself a lot of time in the pocket, and that's respectable. It's a work in progress, but it's garbage right now. I mean, they might have the worst offense in the NFL. Maybe Jacksonville has a worse offense. Maybe the Giants have a worse offense. Maybe Chicago has a worse offense. But do you really want to be having conversations comparing yourselves to the worst in the league?
No. No.
And here's the most important thing, and this is what I kept bringing up in the column. What is their identity offensively?
They don't have one, dude. They don't have one. And it's the screwed up part. They actually ran the ball today a little bit.
Yeah.
Why didn't they run it more?
I don't know. They ran the ball 27 times. I think that's a pretty good number.
I know. They should have run it more. They might have extended drives. They might have kept their defense a little fresher.
I mean, at the end of the game, they got the ball in the final minutes, and it was pass because they had to pass.
Well, at the end of the game, I understand that, but I'm saying,
I mean, they sucked in the middle of the game. So
they actually had. I mean, Gaskins was 13 of 65, and Brown was 7 of 31. And I know Brissett added, but still, the two running backs ran at a nice clip. So why not establish it a little bit more? That might even help you out with play action. That'll help you out keeping your defense fresh. You can extend drives. You can control the football a little bit more. I don't know. I saw a lot of good things that you could have done by trying to run a little bit more. That's all.
I'd have to look at the game again to see if there were situations, play calls that could have led to the run. I'm not saying that I'm a pull. Every week I go into it saying should have ran the ball more, should be more committed to the run. I believe that this team should be a run-first team. I'm sorry, if you want to win and you want to take some pressure off this crappy offensive line, run the ball, because maybe they could be good at that. But today, 27 times, that's pretty damn good. I would struggle to tell you the games where they actually ran the ball 27 times without having a significant lead and need the run to kill the clock in the second half.
No, I know, but that's why I'm saying that the last thing I want is Jacoby Brissett throwing it 49 times. He
throws the ball a lot, and you don't get much yardage from it. And I'm like, he's thrown the ball a lot the last 2 weeks, and you're not getting much from it. And I'm not sitting here and saying he's playing bad or horrible, because he's got a lot that's working against him. But he shouldn't be throwing the ball 49 times.
That's a recipe for disaster. I'm not exactly sure what they're trying to accomplish on offense. And here's the other thing. I don't know how much limitations Flores is putting on them also, because I kind of get the feeling that they're playing with Jacoby, but they don't trust Jacoby. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he was slinging it late in the game, so clearly they trust him.
But at that point, you had no choice. You know what I'm saying?
Here's my thing. Jacoby knows he's got a 3-game audition. If he ain't playing like if he's not playing like, they can't take the job back. Play your game. Like what the hell are they going to do?
I think this is his game.
It could be. Yeah.
He talks a good talk, and he talks about confidence, and he talks about I'm a starter and all that, but he doesn't play with any swag. Zero. He plays with no swag. He's not the aggressive guy that you would think he is.
Listen,
let me tell you,
I disagree with you from this. I disagree with you from this standpoint because he does what I argue about this all the time. End of the second half, late in the fourth quarter. Why aren't you just slinging it down the field trying to get a PI?
He
did that twice.
Yes.
Like I love that. It doesn't. So
is it him? Is it him or is it the OCs or is it the coach?
I don't know. He did it twice.
I know.
I love that. I think that's big balls play. That's big balls playing right there.
I'm totally with you on that, but they did it when they had to because they were trailing and they had no choice.
True,
so they had to open it up.
Fair.
And all that.
That's fair. That's fair.
But do that early.
All right, I'm with you. Sign me up. Where do I sign? Like,
you know what I'm saying?
I always think that like, I'm sorry, but just like you say, like refs, they'll call that early in the game now. They'll call that. They want some scoring. They just won't call it to end to decide the game.
Right.
They'll put you on the 1 yard line all game long.
When they call it late, it's so egregious that they have to call it. That's usually what it is. That's kind of the way the NBA does that too. They're calling the game, and then right at the end of the game, everybody swallows their whistle.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, everything gets more physical.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way it goes.
You can hack players at the end of the game. At the beginning of the game, it's I like that. I respected it. I thought, that's the pass to Gesicki was a good pass. The 19-yard run to convert a third down, good play. He made about 4 plays in the game that were factor plays. And, I'm sorry. And I know this is probably going to hurt people's feelings. And I love Tua. So let me say I love Tua. But, I mean, what game have we seen 4 factor plays from Tua in?
No, not enough. Not enough, no.
Yeah, so I'll take it. It didn't amount to a win, but, if you're going to give me factor plays, I'll take that. I'll take it.
All right.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.